Good morning, my name is Brad. I'm the Design Director for Hairnews South Africa and joined here today by Kevin Tabilo from KAO South Africa, who has an exciting announcement for us. But before we get into that, for those who don't know, Kevin, do you want to tell us a little bit more about yourself, your history with the industry?
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, Brad. Thank you for coming through. I really appreciate it. Very excited to do this interview with you today. And yeah, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Kevin Tabilo. I've been in the industry for the last 9 years. I'm very passionate about the industry. For those of you that do know who I am, I've lived, breathed, and bled for this industry over the last 9 years. So I'm really passionate about supporting hairdressers and supporting the industry and seeing it flourish. And yeah, we've got a very exciting announcement today, as Brad said, and we're just looking forward to what the future holds.
That's great. So do you want to tell us what that announcement is?
Yes. So
don't keep us in suspense.
No worries. So for us, it's we've actually, Steve Lee has been at this company for the last 33 years, and he's decided to graciously step down, and now being appointed and blessed and humbled enough to be offered the opportunity to take over as Managing Director of KAO South Africa. So it's very scary, but it's very humbling at the same time.
So that is a great announcement, and I'm sure you must be super excited about that. So a few questions with what would make you the right person with taking over the company such as KAO South Africa?
Look, I think it's a great question, Brad, because it is a huge role. It's a massive responsibility and one that I definitely don't take lightly. And I think what gives me an advantage is I've worked for multiple companies in this industry. I understand the pain points of salons and hairdressers around South Africa. And I think for me, the big thing is my founding principle in leadership is to serve. So, with that in mind, I really believe that I can serve not only the people in the company itself, but also hairdressers at large in South Africa. As you know, it's been a tough couple of years, and I think just being there and being able to show support and make sure that we still continue to thrive and work under these tough conditions is really what sets a good leader apart from others. And how do you weather these difficult storms? What is it that really sets it? And it's the people. It's the people, whether it's in the company or in the salons. It's really just looking after the people. And I think that's something that for me is intrinsically in me, and that's why I believe I'm the right person for the job.
Brilliant. So another question, how would you say your experience or anything prior, leading up until now, what gives you the right tools to become the new MD for companies such as KAO?
I think the main thing is I'm a bit of maybe you don't know this, I'm a bit of a IT geek, or came from an e-commerce and software engineering background. But I realized my strength, or what I really wanted to do, was deal with people. So I worked in multiple industries, from selling cars to selling gold coins on different platforms, whether it's face-to-face or e-com. So I think it's just quite a lot of that, and running my own business as well. So I think a lot of the times when we do these business seminars, you speak from a place of experience, because you understand the difficulties and challenges that salon owners face as business owners, especially business owners that are thrust into their positions as such. Coming from stylist to salon owner is not an easy transition, because you're not always given the tools or know what to do to run a business. So I think having that experience, knowing and being able to empathize with that, and also just working again with multiple brands, has really opened my eyes. I've worked for distributors. This company, it was my first foray into a multinational, which is very different from working for a distributor. So I think that's really given me different insights into what I think would be best going forward, and what different ideas I can bring into it, whether it's focusing more on the e-commerce side and e-tailers, or really just driving the people-centric focused approach that I give my sales team. And even from an education point of view, I've done a little bit of education with some previous brands, which is very tough. I really take my hat off to educators and what they do, because it's really tough to keep hairdressers motivated and excited for
100%.
anything longer than 15 minutes. Yeah, so I always want to be taught, or I want to teach the way I would like to be taught, and I think I'm severely ADHD, so I love the fact that like I'd like to do things that keep me excited and motivated. So yeah, I think that's probably why that experience helps me.
That's brilliant. Yeah, fresh take on new roles. So
Exactly.
yeah, that's great. So another typical general question: what would you say, or if you have future plans, what have you got planned for?
It's almost like, what's your 5-year plan?
Exactly. what if you can give away any like secrets like that? What have you got planned?
Look, I mean, without giving away too much, I think we have made several announcements in the industry back at our carousel launch, which you attended. We did mention, and we had some tools there. We're bringing out tools. So Virus, that's something new for me. I've never worked with tools before, so I'm very excited about that adventure. I think it's a whole different spectrum of the industry that we haven't tackled before. So Virus is something really exciting that's coming. And then at the end of the day, I think the big thing for me, Brad, is I'm a positive disruptor. Like, I love to shake things up. I want to do things a little bit differently. So anything we do, I always challenge my team to try and figure out something that we haven't done before, that the industry hasn't done before. Okay. So whatever we're doing going forward is really going to be something different. You know, some of the things we've implemented over the last couple of years, you know, we've gotten our sales reps into new apps, so we've got our whole system has changed on the back end, so there's a lot of, on the process side of things that maybe you guys don't see in the industry, that's happening, that we continuously trying to use tech, because I think traditionally that hasn't been our forte.
And everything's tech now.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, when I started in the industry, you used to call your orders in, it was like proper telesales, and you know, we try and hope to make sure that you get the right order lady that will get your orders right. I mean, I've started from the ground up, so I worked my way up from rep up to where I am now. So I think I understand the challenges that not only the salons face, but also the sales team and the educators face. Okay. So for us, it's more about how do we use technology, how do we really take this company into the future, and that is with streamlining our processes, using technology to our advantage, and really just doing things that no one else has done before.
Okay, well, that's brilliant. Again, based off your previous answer with what you've got planned and how you plan to implement them, what would you say is your leadership style?
So it's always a tricky question to answer, because I think there's so many different leadership styles out there, and you, as a leader, you probably employ all of them depending on the situation. But I think for me, the main thing is I'm a student of Simon Sinek and all the new age leadership. You know, I want people to find their why, their purpose. I really want to inspire my team and the industry at large to really just understand their purpose, know their why, know what drives them. I'm very inclusive. I love, you know, the believing that leaders eat last. So I want everyone to have a say, feel like they're heard, and really just collaborate, because I think that's the best way to get the best out of a team, is knowing that you don't have the answers for everything, and really having that approach where you want to employ the people that know more than you on certain things, so that you can also learn. Because I think the big thing the main thing that drives me is actually wanting to learn all the time. So I'm a constant student. I'm constantly on LinkedIn or podcasts or reading books, because I want to learn and adapt styles that could benefit us, not only as a company, but the industry at large.
Okay, yeah, brilliant. So Kev, thank you very much. It was a nice, quick, brief little interview, but mainly just to get across the fact that you are now going to be the new MD, which is super exciting, and the brilliant aspects that you're going to bring to the industry, and your own little touches to everything that you're going to be doing. In like closing off, do you have anything that you like, any parting ideas, wishes, plans for the industry that you want to kind of relay across?
Yeah, look, I think thanks, Brad. You know, it's a very exciting time. You know, when this position came up, I knew that this is something I really wanted to take on, and I believe that KAO South Africa can really grow in the next couple of years. I believe we've barely touched our full potential with the assortment of brands that we have and the people that we have, which is our strongest USP by far, is definitely the people we have in this company. So I'm very honored and grateful to be assuming this role now, and I promise you all as the industry that I won't take it lightly, and that I will have my 100% commitment and dedication to this industry. I will where possible, have our unwavering support. So I think it's just exciting times. I hope to see you out in the trade. I will definitely be coming to see your salons. So yeah, reach out to us if you have any questions or concerns. But we're very excited about this, and we hope that you are too. So thanks, guys.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
your
man.
time.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, man.
Thanks,
Great stuff.
man.